My name is Queens. Today's headline is a very delicate one. It is the one that men and women mostly tend to shy away from, okay? Some pretend to ignore that in relationship. However, this is the leading cause of marriage breakup and relationship breakup, okay? We are talking about manipulators. Are you in a relationship with a manipulator, either men or women? But today we should talk about men who are manipulators. What are the signs that are red flags for a manipulator before you marry them while you're still in a relationship? I will also talk about signs that proves that you are already married to a manipulator. Yes, I decided to divide them in these two topics because there are women who did not have the opportunity of physically dating or courting their man prior to marriage. Okay, some were involved in hookups, online link, or godfathers, godmothers who connected the two of them. Okay, from that, sparks began to fly and it ended in marriage. And most of these marriages took place immediately the man returned. This is mostly when a man is outside the country or in a city that is farther from the woman. Sometimes the marriage will even take place without the two involved knowing each other thoroughly. And as such, after marriage, they will package the woman and send to the man. So these women, after marriage, began to see certain signs. And they were like, wait a minute, what kind of a man did I marry? Okay, so there are signs that indicate that you're already in a marriage with a manipulator. But for now, I shall dwell on signs that indicate that you are dating or about to date or in a relationship with a manipulator. I want you to stay. Do not leave this video. Do not turn this video off. You will learn a lot. You will save someone, maybe a friend, a sister, okay, a family member. So take your pen, take your paper, and sit down. This is a disclaimer, okay? That you noticed just one of these characteristics in a man does not mean that he is a manipulator. However, 90% of manipulators exhibit these characteristics. All right. Number one, emotionally compelling. I did not say appealing. I said emotionally compelling. You may be a thick girl, straightforward, tough, strong. A manipulator is someone who uses a dubious means to take an advantage of you. They are sly, they are self-centered, and manipulative. Have you noticed someone or you went out on a date with somebody who appears to be vulnerable, but your instinct is telling you that this man is smart? Well, I'll use the term clever. They are very smart and clever people, but they will not front it. They will push that humility forward. They will pretend as if they are a victim. Have you gone on a date with somebody or you've been discussing with someone and the first few days, maybe say 2 or 3 days of knowing them, they vomited everything about their past, all the dirty secrets of their past relationship? They vomited everything. And on your way home, you were like, what kind of a woman is this? Women are beasts, women are monsters. What kind of a woman would treat an innocent man in such a manner? You will start being defensive. Baby girl, maybe the lady in question is actually the victim. Maybe, just maybe, you're being brainwashed by a manipulator. Yes. You know what he did? He actually weakened you, made himself vulnerable so that you would defend him. That is one thing about manipulators. Be careful. Number 2, announcement and networking. I understand. Some women do feel that when a man likes you, that he will introduce you to his friends. I do get it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If a lady is the one that took you to her family or friends, she may actually be serious. But for some men, it may be a game. Be cautious and mindful when a man who did not pay your bride price openly introduces you to people as his woman. For instance, you went out for this party. He will take you to people around to tell them that you are his woman. In fact, sometimes they may even call you their wife. Do not shine your teeth, happily moving around, thinking you've landed a jackpot. You know what he's doing? He's marking his territory. Yes, he's actually making you a lone wolf because men who are substantial, who are genuine, who really wanted to date you and marry you, men who are good men, they may shy away from approaching you. Most of them will withdraw from coming closer or trying to know you because another man have openly claimed you as his woman. Now, that should not be. You are nobody's woman until they officially make you their woman. So be very careful. Do not be quick to accept men who openly called you their wife. Oh, she is my wife. We're already about to settle down. We'll soon settle down. I don't think so. They are manipulators. They are marking their territory. They do not want any man to come closer. In fact, before you know what is happening, you will now emotionally discard other men who are important in your life. You may start blue ticking them on WhatsApp or Facebook. You may not respond to their call. Gradually, you call them off because psychologically, the man had already registered his presence in your life. Be cautious of manipulators. Third, they are sweet talkers. Oh, sugar-coated tongue. Yes. Baby girl, be mindful of men who are quick to dive into your family. Have you been with a guy who demanded to speak with your mom or with your sibling or your sister or your brother? Listen to their tone. Because they have a sugar-coated tongue, they shower praises to your family. Oh, mommy, mommy. Oh, mommy, I'm so happy to speak to you today. Oh, mommy, you are blessed. I said I would love to hear from the woman who gave birth to one of the most beautiful women on earth. Mommy, I just want to tell you that your daughter is the best. In fact, she is my last bus stop. I just want to say to anyone who wants to know, this is the woman of my dream, and I will marry her. Any moments, we will come and see your people, and we'll take our baby girl home. Hey, be not fast in rejoicing as a mother. Do not be brainwashed as a young lady. I'm not saying this will not lead to marriage. It may actually lead to marriage. But you see that marriage, you will have issues, you will suffer. Please. What he did is actually to also register himself in your family. Before you know it, the information will start moving around in your family. He wanted to ensure that your siblings or your people knew him as your man. So invariably, if there are other men who wanted to go through your family to reach you, your family would drop them. And what he did, he actually made it very difficult for you to put off. So if you're a respectable person, maybe you're the type that respects yourself because of your integrity or dignity, you may not really want to move around with another man so that your family won't see you as a flirt. Because why are you moving around with another man when another man had already openly declared his intention? Manipulators, they are dangerous. Be careful. Number 4. Yeah, number 4. Have you been in a relationship with somebody who bought you gifts and showered you with a lot of things, only to seek to collect them back when there is an issue? They will demand for you to return their gifts. Manipulators. Are you surprised? In fact, that is a serious red flag. So, do not be in a hurry to move around with that car. Maybe he bought you an expensive car, a phone, rented an apartment for you. These are men that when there is an issue and you charge them, once they feel threatened, challenged by you, the next thing they will demand for their car keys. They will demand that you move out of their house after all they paid for the house. They will demand that you return all the gifts they give to you. So, for you, you may not want to return them, especially when you've already made the whole thing open. Maybe you flaunted the gifts, you came on WhatsApp, Facebook, or Instagram, and you displayed them. Out of shame, in order to maintain the gift and still keep them, you become confused. As such, you will beg. They will make you look like a coward. You have no choice but to apologize. You're apologizing so they do not take back their gifts. Manipulators, that is how they operate. So baby girl, Do not be too quick to accept gifts or to flaunt gifts. Start from the little ones. Let there be an issue and watch him. If maybe he bought you a nice clothing or he bought you a phone, and maybe because of an issue you had with him, he demanded for his phone back. Baby girl, give it to him, but please. By the time you're done with him and he decided to buy you another gift, do not accept. Manipulators, they are always ready to collect back their gifts. Be careful. Number 5, are you in a relationship with somebody who had issues with you? Maybe you did not know innocently. He observed something about you. Instead of discussing with you, he started shying away from you. Maybe started distancing himself from you. And before you know it, your mom called you or your friend called you or a mentor called you only to discuss what your man told them. Like he complained to them. Manipulators will always play the victim. They'll always look innocent. You did not know what he told your mentor or your mother or your sibling or your friend. He will pretend as if he's trying to help you. Please kindly talk to her. I do not know what really happened or why she's behaving like that, this and that. Now your friends or your family or your mentor may start seeing you as the problem. Real men will sort their issues with their women. Yes, they don't go about complaining while keeping their women in the dark. So, when you start noticing such, maybe you are with a manipulator. Let us talk about number 6. They are this kind of people that will tell you that people are criticizing your relationship with them. Men who are quick to come and tell you that, oh, you know this, your friend even said that you're not a good person, I should not date you. They're always fronting and trying to make you feel as if people feel they are more important than you, that maybe you're not worthy to date them. So they will not front it as if they're even doing you a favor by dating you or trying to marry you. They will always tell you that this your friend or this your relative want them to stay away from you. So in the end, they're actually doing you a favor by not listening to them. No, you're with a manipulator. Be very careful of them. Number 7, they are underground seekers. Be mindful of men who are quick to make your family their friend. Let me give you an instance. You're in a relationship with this guy, and before you know it, he had already sent friend requests to almost all your relatives. Before you know it, he's already chatting with them. He wanted to find out certain things about you. You know, they will throw out words over there, okay? Trying to find informations. And you know, out of your friends, there may be a loose one, especially if you're the type that keep many friends. So they will try to put words into their mouths. Before you know it, one will start vomiting. So they will open up and say certain things. See, this men, they will keep this information because they want to use them against you tomorrow. Yes. Number 8. Since when did you start quarreling with your good friends? Have you noticed that ever since you started dating that man, that you are always having issues with your sibling or your friends? Like, you even want to stay away from your friends. You don't want to mingle with them anymore. You know, ever since you noticed you started dating this man, you started noticing that a particular friend of yours is actually not a good person. Oh, you snake. Maybe this one is now a snake, and this one is now a wolf in sheep clothing, and this one is a backbiter, or this one is a porknozer. You started noticing certain things in your friends who are even dating. Be very careful. They want to sever you from your friends gradually. And you know what? You are the one that will sever yourself from your friends. So what they do is to cause issues. They will lay back and watch. Be mindful of men who are quick to show you forwarded messages of the nasty things your friends said. Men who are quick to forward informations you told them. Maybe you had issues with them, you know, back and forth problems, wordings. Before you know it, they started forwarding those wordings to your family just to prove that they are innocent and you are guilty. Be very careful of such men. And number 9, manipulators are blackmailers. Yes, they are ready to destroy your image if you say no to that relationship. Maybe you discovered that they are manipulators and you didn't want that relationship to go on again. they will resort to blackmailing you. You see why I tell women to be very careful of what you do with a man that you are dating. Be mindful of the kind of pictures you send to him. Most of the nude pictures you see online were pictures sent innocently. Not that these women just decided to send nude pictures or to pose nude. No, someone sent those things to someone, dropped them online as a way of getting back at somebody. Be careful of blackmailers. Be careful of manipulators. They are dangerous. They are deadly. They would air your dirty laundry outside if that relationship did not work.